Hi everyone again, it's Anything Garage, Stevie GTR here. Today, or should I say this evening, I wanted to talk about building a garage. I don't know if it'll interest anybody. I think it will, because it's quite a unique garage, and I'll tell you at the end how much it cost. This garage is 9 meters long and it's 4 meters wide. It's the biggest I could get on this patch. You'll see all the photos that I've taken afterwards and comments and things I've done. So first thing, the garage is made from galvanized steel panels that are polystyrene coated. Sorry, they're galvanized and then the plastic coated over the top, so they're hygienic. They're used for the food industry. They're wipe clean. 4 inches thick with polystyrene inside. They've got a really high thermal value. The reason being is they're actual panels, what you build walk-in fridges with. Obviously they've got to be well insulated, and if you can keep the cold in, you can keep the cold out, which was my theory when I built this, and it's been great. It's 0 degrees outside. We're obviously into beginning of December and it's cold out, and I don't know what temperature in here is. I haven't got a readout, but it's not 0. I have got a little heater that I put on, and I've got one up here that's only 3/4 kilowatt. Yeah, basically these panels, they're about 1100 millimeters wide and they're as high as you want them. I got these cut to the size I wanted, and obviously I wanted to stay within building regs for height, so 2.4 meters. I ran a perimeter all the way around of 6x2 timbers, and you can see that they're bolted through from behind with a plate on the back, and then I bolted through, so all the panels are sandwiched together. Although these panels are tongue and grooved like a floorboard, the joint in the centre where they join, that is tongue and grooved. It's about that wide, and one panel's the tongue, obviously the other's the groove. There's an intermittent fire strip down there to make them fireproof as well, so they'd come under any regs they'd pass. And I've sealed them with silicone as well, but you don't need to, because they do self-seal when you lock them together. I basically started with a channel on the floor, which you can see there, and then the panels sit in them. Obviously I put sealant underneath when I fitted it, and then obviously sealant in each base before I put the panels in as well. So I got as good a seal as what I could. Within your own garage, what would you want? As many power points as you could get. I've got fuse board there, twin socket, twin socket, twin socket, twin socket, twin socket, and another one, and there's one over there. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 power outlets, and I still haven't got enough, because look, I'm plugging things like this in to get extra. You can never have too many power points. Lighting, fluorescent fittings. These are 6 foots, they're not LEDs. I'm a tight sod because I got these for now, so like most of my stuff I get it for now or cheap. I know, right people, I suppose. I've got friends that have always got something. I am an electrician by trade anyway, so we're okay with wiring. I ran, there's a sink unit I fitted here with obviously my running water. Unfortunately there's no drain at the back of the houses here, so that just runs into a soakaway that I fitted, so I don't use a lot of water. It's alright for washing your hands, filling the kettle, etc., but other than that I don't really use it much. I ran a water supply then under the bench, and then it comes up in the corner up to the ceiling and runs across, and also there's another pipe which is a compressed air line, so I can have power tools on my bench where I'm working here. So I've got airline there. those pair of pipes then run all the way across. They're only in normal 15mm copper, but I've been told by a lad who works at Copper Works, you can run compressed air in a copper as long as you use the push fit copper fittings. As you see, that top one's a plastic fitting, the easy ones, that's water, is that. The bottom one's a compressed air line. I'll show you where that goes. Comes across. So my compressed air's there, which I plug in when I want to use it into my compressor, my water trap and regulator, and that's my compressor. Quite a nice biggish 15 cubic feet, I think, or 14. Water, so I've got a hose pipe for washing the cars at the back here. I fitted a roller door, that's 2.5 meters wide, that roller door. Just try to zoom back so you can see. But I fitted that myself, well I did everything myself, but made those brackets to hang the door on. It's been up about 3 years now and it's never moved, so it's quite good. We'll give it a demo. I paid £120 off eBay, and guy up in Northallerton. I set it to go as high as I can for a reason I'll tell you in a second. Right, so I've got it more or less flush with the top of the door casing. I made this opening big enough to get my van in for when I want to do maintenance on my van. All I do is screw the little aerial off. I've also got a decent drive, it's good length, I'd say it's maybe 20-25 foot long. I'll do a video on those gates as well, that again I bought second hand with electric motors and everything and fitting myself. So yeah, quite a nice addition. All this while we're a wrecked up old yard and it was a right mess. So yeah. Excuse the car, I'm supposed to have a car cover over that, you're not supposed to see that. And down she comes. So the reason for posting this really was because yeah, it's a good size garage, and I'm sure it's nowhere near as big as some of you guys' garages, but unfortunately this is a little terraced house and the garden's very narrow, so this is as wide as I possibly could get to get a pathway up the side of it for access and egress. But I got it 9 meters long, so like 30 foot, so it's quite good. I can get 2 cars in. I've had a couple of MX-5s in here. So really there's other guys that have only got a little small garden and they'd love a little man cave, a little workshop in the garden. They build them out of timber and they look fine, but they're not very warm, and this time of year it's bloody cold, and you know, these insulated panels, they're so warm and they're so easy to put together. You can buy these second hand, which I did from a fridge company. I think it was somewhere in Norfolk way. They delivered them all. The only things I had to buy new was the roof sheets. They're 2-inch thick insulated panels with the castle wall tops on them as such, and I had to buy those new. Obviously all my timbers I had to buy new, but these panels are all second hand. They're from old fridges that have been pulled out from freezer food places, etc, etc. Anybody who had a cold room, they move, they close down, whatever. This guy takes all these panels and he stores them and he sells them. I can't tell you how much exactly each panel was. I've forgotten. I've got it wrote down somewhere, but the whole thing, and you'll see the video or the photo clips of all the base that I've done, the concrete base, because there's 13 ton of concrete gone in here, including my driveway, all mixed by hand. Well, I'll say by hand with my cement mixer, but handballed it. I'm in my late 60s, so I'm not as fit as I used to be, and I did it June 2 years back, 2.5 years back, whatever, and it were hard going. I were absolutely shattered. I was every day, but I did, persevered, and I got it done. But if anybody wants to build a little shack in the garden, a little man cave, I'd highly recommend these panels. So this garage, I got two prices. There's one, I can't remember what they're called, panelite, or they used to be called panelite. They're basically the concrete pebbled panels that your standard garage is. They gave me a quote which were a 3-inch base, 3-inch, this is nearly 6-inch thick with reinforced steel in it. You know, you jack anything off here. They were going to do a 3-inch mat and put the garage up a similar size to this, and they wanted just short of £6,000. The freezing cold in winter, the damp, the bloody horrible things out there, them concrete. If you fell against one, you'd tear your arm off. I did get another price from somebody else for a different shaped one with a slightly higher roof, and I think that were around £6,000. That don't include a driveway and all the other bits and bats I've done. But this cost me £3,500, £3,500, and that was all my concrete, which I went and bought a ton of aggregate a day in the back of my little van. I'd get a ton bag, come home, mix it, do my concrete in, go back next day and get another ton, and that's how I did it. That was my base, my driveway, and the garage, the timbers, the panels, the roof, the gutters, all the trims around the edges, the screws, nuts and bolts, everything, £3,500. And it's a big garage. You know that if you had a brick one, you'd probably be talking 12 grand. But this is more insulated than anything you could ever build. This is better. If I put that heater on, and I've got the one over my bench on now, within 15 minutes this whole garage is warm, and then I can knock the big heater off, and it just holds the heat. After an hour, all these panels seem to warm up on the inside. It just doesn't let any heat out at all because it's thermally insulated, 4 inches thick, and it's compressed polystyrene. It's the dense polystyrene, it's not the big holy ones, it's solid stuff. I wish I could show you the piece, but I've thrown away everything that I'd used what were over. My shelves, I built all those when I built the garages. Again, you'll see on the photo clips that I've done, and it's just full of junk. Well, it's not junk, it's all good stuff. Some expensive spray guns there, and all my paints. I used to do a lot of painting and a lot of renovating of write-off motorcycles and cars. So yeah, I've recently put some more shelves up all the way along there because I just couldn't move in here. You guys will know what it's like. You don't want to throw it away. You just keep stuff. I mean, I've all my biking stuff up here to go with my bike, my panniers and cash helmets and various other things, my grinders and other things up there, and power tools, and my recent TIG welder I've just bought. Obviously I'm going to do an article on that at some point because I need to get right into that. I'm going to be making some bits and bats. I don't know what yet, it's just projects. So basically that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope it impulses you to, if you're thinking about building a little man cave, a little workshop. You know what, you could even build a small dog kennel for your dog out of it that's insulated with these panels. They're for now, they're so cheap and so easy to work with, because you stick one panel up, you've done a metre, just over a metre high, and that's it. You stick another one up, you've done 2 metres. Imagine building that in blockwork or a timber frame garage, for that, you know, matter. A timber frame garage, lovely, look very nice when they're done, but they're not insulated and they're not fireproof. You know, you strike a match in one of them and boof, once it starts, this won't burn down. Even though there's polystyrene in there, there's intermittent strips between every panel, all sealed. So yes, I'll sign off at that. I think I've said enough. Just hope it helps you guys. Please, if you like it, and you know, at least you found some entertainment, just give us a like or something, or subscribe. I'm going to be doing lots more of these videos. I don't put loads of music on. I don't have my face stuck in front of the camera all the time saying, hi guys, blah, blah, blah. That's all rubbish. I really just wanted to show somebody and help people that want to, you know, build a garage. Thank you for watching.